Up as a kid, all a nigga wanna have was a Burberry scarf and $3 in my pocket. Instead I got beat with a switch, but I don't give a fuck, but it's on my body. Scars all up on me, but I run around from everybody. Life lesson learned, I better learn from this bitch, nobody. She pushed me around, she didn't give no motherfucks about it. She broke my heart 3 times, but I ain't getting...
I think that the Green Bay Packers are the best team as of right now in the NFC. Now, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of pushback in the comment section. I know a lot of people are probably going to say Seattle is the best team in the NFC. And I understand why people feel that way and why people think Seattle is the best team in the NFC. Because of how great Russell Wilson has played so far this season. He is the front runner for NFL MVP. And the offense has been really great. But I mean, I think Green Bay is better than Seattle. Because Green Bay is just a more complete team. They have a top 10 offense, or top 5 offense, and their defense has also played really well. Seattle, on the other hand, their offense has been great, but their defense has been lackluster. And a lot of people had some high expectations set in place for the Seattle Seahawks defense, and particularly their secondary. And their secondary simply hasn't really been all that great as advertised. And I mean, when you look at Green Bay, their defense is great, and their offense is even good as well. Aaron Rodgers, everybody's talking about Russell Wilson's MVP season. Aaron Rodgers is having an MVP season as well, the Aaron Rodgers Revenge Tour. 1,214 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, no interceptions, completing 70% of his passes. Aaron Rodgers is having one of the best seasons that we've seen out of him in a very long time. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is playing like a man on a mission. He is playing like he has something to prove, which he does. You see, Green Bay, instead of taking another wide receiver in the first round, they took Jordan Love, his potential successor, his potential replacement. And that lit a fire under Aaron Rodgers. You can just look at Aaron Rodgers' face on the sideline. You can just look at his eyes every time he puts his helmet on. Like, he just has a different feel about him this year. And I mean, like, Aaron Rodgers also, I feel like he's a lot less tense than what he has been the previous season, because I actually saw Aaron Rodgers participating in a team celebration on a touchdown this past Monday night. Like, I haven't really recalled a lot of instances when Aaron Rodgers has participated in a team celebration. Like, I think that Aaron Rodgers is having a lot of fun this year. And Aaron Rodgers, I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers hasn't had fun in the past, but it just seems like he's a lot less tense than what he has been in the past. It seems like he's starting to let go a little bit, and he's really looking like he's having a lot of fun. And not only is he having a lot of fun, but he's also...
Growing up as a kid, all a nigga wanna have was a Burberry scarf and $3 in my pocket. Instead I got beat with a switch, but I don't give a fuck, but it's on my body. Scars all up on me, but I run around from everybody. Life lesson learned, I better learn from this bitch, nobody. She pushed me around, she didn't give no motherfucks about it. She broke my heart 3 times, but I ain't getting...
playing with a different level of intensity in his eyes. And I think that Jordan Love getting drafted by Green Bay has really set a fire under Aaron Rodgers. And Green Bay is 4-0 right now. They defeated Minnesota, Detroit, New Orleans, Atlanta. So I think that the Green Bay Packers, as of right now, are the best team in the NFC. And look, I can understand if you want to say that Seattle is better than Green Bay. I can understand that. But I just can't say that Green Bay is better than Seattle when Seattle just hasn't been there defensively. Green Bay has had a really good defense. They're getting after the quarterback. The secondary has played very well. And the offense is playing very well as well. And you got to remember, Green Bay is doing this without Devontae Adams and Allen Lazard. Their 2 best receivers are out. And they're still being really good. So, I mean, look, Seattle has been really good, but I feel like Green Bay has been a better overall team because they just play defense and they play offense. And I just can't say Seattle is better than Green Bay when they only play one side of the football really well and they don't play the other side of the football really well. Football is a game that is more than just scoring points and more than just having all these spectacular plays on offense. It's about being able to get stops on defense. And Seattle's defense simply hasn't played well. Green Bay has. Green Bay is the better overall team than Seattle. Now, at the end of the season, will Seattle's defense improve? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But at the end of the day, as of right now, heading into week 5, I think that it wouldn't be outrageous for me to say that Green Bay has the better overall team than Seattle. I mean, Matt LaFleur, he probably could be coach of the year this year. I mean, last year, a lot of people thought Green Bay's 13-3 season was a fluke. And I recall a lot of people saying that Green Bay was the worst 13-3 team of all time because they had a weak schedule. They didn't really play that much competition. And their point differential was like a big determining factor, and why a lot of people didn't have a lot of faith in Green Bay. But I mean, this season, Green Bay looks really good. They look really dominant. And I mean, if they were to play Seattle right now, I would take Green Bay to win that game because I can trust Green Bay to get a stop. I can't trust Seattle to get a stop at all. For all we know, Green Bay could just march up and down the field on Seattle, and Seattle could put up points on Green Bay. They can match Green Bay points for points, but eventually, I don't think Seattle's defense is going to be able to get the necessary stops. Now, Seattle is really good at forcing turnovers and forcing takeaways, but when you're facing a team like Green Bay that doesn't turn the football over, what's going to happen when you're not able to force those turnovers? What's going to happen when you're going to have to rely on your defense without turnovers to get a stop? I don't really know if I can trust Seattle to do that. So I think as of right now, heading into week 5 of this year's NFL season in 2020, I think that Green Bay is better than the Seattle Seahawks. And that's why I believe that the Green Bay Packers are the best team in the NFC as of right now. And I think if I had to make a Super Bowl prediction, I think it would probably be the Green Bay Packers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Tampa Bay has turned it on the last couple of weeks. But, I mean, we will see if Tampa Bay is going to be able to overcome the Green Bay Packers and take over that number 1 spot in the NFC. But as of right now, I think Green Bay is the best team in the NFC heading into week 5 of the NFL season.